I'm Ian at KarateMart.com. Corbin?
And I'm Corbin at KarateMart.com.
Corbin, what are you doing?
I'm playing the perfect game. What are we talking about today, Ian?
Talking about batons.
Oh, yeah. I'm Corbin.
This is the spring-loaded baton. This one has a spring-loaded mechanism inside, so you don't have to swing it to extend it.
What are the benefits of batons?
Well, they're small and they're devastating. Those are my two main benefits for batons.
They're small because you can
Collapse them. They require as much training as you would need to use any stick. Very little. Nunchucks, there's a skill involved in nunchucks. Swinging a stick, far less skill. I mean, still some skill, but far less.
Swinging sticks is what separates us from the animals.
Absolutely. So this automatic stick here, it's a little a trigger.
You want to demonstrate?
I'll demonstrate. And all I have to do is swing.
Yeah, swing.
Swing.
And not swing like a monkey, but swing like a stick.
Ooh.
So what's nice about the automatic spring baton and the spring-loaded baton, they're very similar mechanisms, is that there's a little safety thing right here, because sometimes you want to look at the baton like this, but you don't want it to extend.
Damage your teeth.
Yeah, you don't want it to damage your teeth. You don't want it to extend into your face.
No, it's terrible.
Crush your grill. That's what the kids on the street say.
Is the barbecue canceled?
No? Why?
Because your grill is fucked.
So this one's 20 inches long. There's sort of a trick. Sometimes we get calls about this. There's a sort of trick with recollapsing it. It's more than just hitting it hard. You got to hit it hard and follow through.
Follow through, absolutely. I've got a telescoping steel baton here, the 26-inch one, and they're easy to extend. You just flip them a little bit. But here's the thing: it's a compression joint in each of these. So there's no latch, there's no mechanism that holds them open. Each of the segments snugs into the one previous to that, and so it's a nice firm joint, but it takes a nice firm motion to close it back down. And so what I tell people when I talk to people, how do you close this? I tell them, you stab this thing into the ground and follow through like you are trying to commit a murder. The ground. Not shag carpet, not your tile. I shudder when I think of people destroying a tile with one of these. It's going to be like hitting a tile with a hammer. You'll crack your tile. Concrete, low pile carpet. You know, the carpet that you find like in an office or a gym is totally acceptable. If you're in a mobile home, you don't want to punch a hole through the floor. Maybe not there.
Yeah. There are sort of a number of factors involved. There's the strength of the extension. So if you extend it out in a weak way, it's going to take less thrust to recollapse it. What you're hitting it against, if it's too padded, then there won't be enough force to recollapse it.
Do you think I could close this on the table if I hit it hard?
I think you would damage the table. I think.
I definitely damaged the table.
Also, this one has these little
tines,
whatever they're called on side.
Well, hold it up. Watch. This is what the deal with these is. It protects your hand on one side, and it'll catch a blade on the other.
Oh.
So then, if you catch my blade here, you can take it out of my hand or move it or whatever.
What was that noise?
But listen, if you're in a baton fight with me, you're not protecting your hands. You're protecting your face. See, look at that. I came down. Oh.
When I'm around Ian Bone, I always feel like I have to protect my face. So those aren't the only batons that we've got on our site. We've got some other ones as well. One of the ones that we sell is a dual purpose device. It's a baton. It's also
that's great.
a flashlight. It's got an LED flashlight, and actually this is waterproof. So you can just be, let's say you're jogging in the rain and you can't see because it's dark, you turn it on.
You can see the rain that's 6 inches in front of you really well.
Yeah, and then some sort of hooligan.
A ne'er-do-well, if you will.
A soccer fan. Here, let's do a little role play. Ian, tell me to give you all my money.
Give me all your money. Ah! Okay, take it back.
Or I could just shine it.
You could do $40,000 worth of dental damage with that thing. And I've got a smaller one here that has a keychain on it.
Oh.
This is only 12-inch extendable keychain. Still, don't want to get hit with this. And I feel like, since we're showing people all these awesome batons, we should talk a little bit about the problem with them.
Oh.
Which is that they're not legal in all areas. So here's the deal with batons. They're a weapon they're a concealable weapon. And some areas have more of a problem with that than others. And different municipalities and jurisdictions have all come up with their own laws and regulations regarding this type of weapon. So we restrict sales generally to areas where they're definitely not allowed. California, New York, and Massachusetts. We won't sell them to those states at all. Just because you can order it doesn't mean it's legal in your area. There are laws that are not statewide that are specific just to cities or municipalities and smaller jurisdictions. Now, we don't have the legal teams or the resources to make sure that every single address that places an order is legal to possess whatever it is they've ordered. So it's up to you to follow the laws and obey the laws in your specific area.
Yeah, and don't misconstrue Dad's little lecture here with legal advice.
It is absolutely not legal advice. My advice is that you
should get legal advice.
You should get legal advice. If you're unsure of what the laws in your area are regarding this or any other type of weapon, get legal advice. That's my number one advice. I want to talk to a lawyer.
You have the right to remain silent.
And I do.
Mm-hmm. Another problem with this one specifically, this happens every once in a while. So this is a very durable weapon, but this little key ring here it's not as durable. What is this made out of?
It's made of like the thing that you would make a key ring out of for a car key.
This is literally a key ring.
It's just literally a key ring.
You could put this on your key.
So basically, it's effective if you're holding on to this and your keys are dangling here. But if you try to do it the other way around, that thing's gonna break.
Oh yeah.
It's for keys.
But if it happens, it's still a perfectly effective weapon. You've converted it to the non-key ring version.
I like this one. Especially this is what I like about this one. A lot of them have these rubberized handles, right? Which are great. They're solid gripped. But this has this knurling that's built in. So the rubber's not going to come loose. It's not going to slip. It's not going to anything. You're not going to get dirt and grime underneath the rubber. It's not going to get cut. It's not going to jam up. Like if you stick it under your car seat or something, your car's not going to slice the rubber up because there's no rubber. So if it gets greasy, there's no oil that's going to degrade the rubber. There's no rubber to have problems with. It ain't going to sun rot. Nothing. If you leave that thing out in the sun for 10 years, when you come back, it's just going to be hot.
Is it stainless?
I said the sun, not the rain.
It might be a little rusty.
You know what? And that only makes it better. The rustier and dirtier this is, the less you're going to want to get hit with it. It improves with age, like a fine wine or a cheese.
Well, this one's got a foam handle, which helps when it's wet. So you're saying even when that's wet.
So when this is wet, maybe not so much.
Yeah. See, this is truly waterproof. I mean, I guess if you opened it up and took out the battery, and then just held it up in the rain, then the flashlight component might get damaged.
This is actually a really good battery. A lot of times these things come with the zinc batteries. This is a lithium battery. That should last a long time, the LED.
What do you say we go outside and spin this around a little bit?
I think that sounds delightful. Didn't you freeze some ice this weekend?
Yeah, I was thirsty and I wanted some ice, or I put some water in a cup and then forgot about it, and then I put some more water in another cup and then forgot about it. 4 times I did this.
Do you work? Do you just stand by the freezer waiting for these to freeze?
No, I forgot about them because I
okay. I thought you were just...
So you imagined that I put water in a cup
and then sat down.
And then sat and stared at the freezer.
Yes.
And then forgot that I did it the whole time staring at the freezer.
Yes. When I walk into the break room and go, what are you doing? You're like waiting for water to freeze.
The KarateMart office really understands who I am as a person. All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right, we've got some ice that was frozen over the weekend. First, I'm going to do this telescopic baton. Now, normally, the flashlight baton works better at night, but I go home at 5. Are you afraid?
Yes, I'm super afraid. I'm very afraid. Our t-ball champion, Corbin here. Oh, there you go. Finally. Corbin will hold the staff whilst I take a few swings. Up first, the Keychain baton, 12 inches. Yeah. like this one. It's my favorite because it's got such a satisfying. Ooh, honey. Yes.
I should have froze more water.
You definitely should have froze more water. And that was scary holding that.
I was triggered from my horrific time as a t-ball player.
Yeah, I had some middle school trauma come up too.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest, middle school trauma is probably the reason a lot of people got into martial arts.
When I was in middle school, there was this kid named Marshall who was into martial arts. He punched me in the stomach all the time. And then one day, I got home and threw up. And I knew I had to stand up for myself. So I told on him.
You are consistently amaze me with how tough you are. So that was a ton of fun.
Mm-hmm.
These are the batons.
Yeah.
Great for self-defense. I actually keep one in my car. I keep one of these in my car. And I drive kind of a wimpy car. So if anybody thinks that they're going to give me a hard time just because I'm in a wimpy car, they're in for a surprise.
We used to have a glass breaker baton. We're out of stock on it right now. But that one had, like, instead of a flashlight, had like a little...
Like a point for breaking out of your car.
Or you need to break in because you've locked your keys.
Trapped in your car because you've driven over a bridge and the water pressure has got the doors shut tight and you need to escape before you sink to the bottom. Kind of like that scene from Beetlejuice. That's what you use this to. You escape with that glass breaker. It's definitely not for carjacking.
No, it's not designed for carjacking. Although really, if you are in a sinking car, you could just wait until the water pressure inside the car matches the water pressure inside, right? Just wait for it to fill up and then open it, and then you can do it. Science. So that's our video on batons.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, be sure to check out the links in the description so you can see all of the batons that we've got.
Share us on social media. Like, comment, and subscribe. All that jazz.
And Marshall, if you're watching this, I forgive you.
He can hold a grudge for years, decades. He's training now, Marshall.
Forgive, but not forget.